Thank you for the introductions. Honorable colleagues, we're dealing with the ZAMSA issue, and we did indicate that we call or we beef up in terms of explanation. Other people who were involved in this procurement of the ambulances, and also there was a submission. I think one of the files, the people went to do the pre-shipment inspection, our PS included, and other, I think the doc from the heart hospital. I think the committee wants to appreciate, I think, what transpired, because what we are gathering is that there is more likely failure to deliver the aforesaid items, looking at what is pertaining on the ground and the performance of the aforesaid suppliers. As we speak, the contract is coming to an end 31st of December. So we just wanted to understand what transpired. There was issues of due diligence. Was it carried out to look at specific experience if the aforesaid suppliers had done similar works to the tune of those amounts? Also financial capacity in terms which comes into performance, as it were. So these are some of the issues which were emanating from our discussion. And what the Acting Director Procurement ZAMSA has submitted to this committee is not sufficient. Actually, it's like a mockery to the committee in terms of his submission. We cannot be talking about 168 million kwacha, and there's a submission of LPOs having supplied using LPOs and things like that, 1, 2, 3 things with ZAF and ZNS. I think those are some of the issues, and our role is to ensure that we get to the bottom of this issue, because these aforesaid equipment, they're much needed in our various constituencies, and we are dealing with the entire nation, because we are dealing with 156 constituencies. I think that was what has necessitated us to call UPS, local government, and other people to help us understand this contract and how we move forward to ensure that there is performance, and if there is no performance, what are the remedial measures we need to start taking as government, as it were, vis-a-vis issues of accountability and also efficiency in terms of service delivery to the Zambian people. So basically, PS, those are the issues. Honorable colleagues, the PS is here, and the other colleagues we've called to answer the questions. You can proceed. I think Honorable Mukumbi, you can proceed with the questions.
Thank you, Chair. I will direct my question to PS local government. PS ZAMSA used the limited bidding or selective bidding. They went as far as Garden Compound to fetch for S. Is it S, Chair? S Pharmaceuticals. We don't know whether this company has ever supplied, but we told they've never done anything. They further went to Makishi Road to fetch for Aquas, leaving companies that we know would have supplied. Total Zambia, including, is it Abicon or what is it from Dubai? What's the name? Abion or something like that. Abion is a manufacturer. They are able to convey it. Total Zambia is a manufacturer. All these are manufacturers. Your ministry was well represented on the committee by somebody there from local government, and you were cited to have headed a delegation to Dubai to go and verify and see these vehicles. We just want to appreciate from you what you saw. And this is coming from a query that in some districts of Zambia, health personnel are suffering to move patients from one place to the other. Hence the need for government, very good intention by the government, to buy ambulances for all the constituencies. So far only 11 ambulances have been supplied, or 12 or something like that. We want to appreciate from your visitation, what is it that you saw? And are we able to have this contract serviced before the end of the contract expired period? Chair, I submit.
Thank you, Honorable Mwila. Then Honorable Dak.
Thank you very much, Chair. In addition, going to the PS, local government, the method used was, and according to the Act, Section 42, you don't use limited bidding when one, you have limited suppliers of the commodity, and two, the procurement is agent. Those are the two conditions that must be met. So we want to understand the wisdom, what motivated the committee to go limited bidding as opposed to open bidding. Further, Chair, looking at the contract, because limited bidding, like I have said, the procurement must have been agent. The contract that was signed, for example, with Aquas, gives a delivery period of 16 to 20 weeks, basically maximum 5 months after the last signature. But the entire contract is 15 months, one and entire contract period. So also, how does the 20 weeks fit into 1.5 years? Because someone can fail to deliver within 20 weeks, but the contract is still valid, subsists years. So why even give this 16 to 20 weeks when the overall contract validity period is 1.5 years? And can 1.5 years warrant limited bidding? Because for me, this is not if you can wait for 1.5 years. So what prompted the procurement method that was used, and such a contract where you have 18 months to wait for the ambulances to come, and yet you are calling it by method procurement used? I submit, Chair.
Thank you. Very good questions. And I'll ask through the PS, I don't know who's taking up the questions, if he's
Recording stopped.
can provide
Recording
Zamsa and why you proceeded to do limited bidding, but looking at the delivery period or the contract period does rating, because agency should also have a short delivery, as it were. So PS, you can proceed.
Thank you so much. Before the Permanent Secretary comes in, I think about decision bidding should be addressed SAMSA. Then the second one, we'll be talking about the procurement process that we went through. That's where my colleague, the other PS, will come in. And then generally, as Minister of Health and ZAMS and everybody else, will weigh in terms of the performance of the current contract, so that we deconflict as to whether we are moving the correct direction or not. So with that, I will ask ZAMSA to speak to what necessitated the method of procurement. Thank you.
So ZAMSA, you can proceed.
Honorable Chair, with your permission, Habadu, he was director at the time this was being carried out.
Thank
Procurement for the 156 units of CDF ambulances or constituency ambulances was received by ZAMSA towards end of 2023 with a firm request from local government. The time that this request came